Hi, my name is Shilpa, and today we'll be demonstrating diaphragmatic breathing. The ideal breathing, according to the yogis, is slow breathing, slowing down the breaths, breathing quietly, breathing effortlessly, breathing rhythmically, and most importantly, breathing diaphragmatically. So I have a group of friends here who are going to help me to demonstrate the benefits of breathing diaphragmatically. When we talk about diaphragmatic breathing, it's about breathing all the way and feeling a slight motion of the belly when you inhale, the belly gently expanding. And when you exhale, feeling the belly gently contracting. So I'm going to have you all lie on your bellies now. And so come down onto your knees and drop into your forearms. So lie down in a way that you're on your knees, on your forearms, propped up on your forearms. Now turn out your thigh bones so that you feel a natural lifting of the lower belly up. And that will help the tailbone or the lower back to release down, so that you don't feel any compression in your lower back. Now with your upper inner arms, gently scoop them, turn them around, and cross them at your upper arms. Allow your shoulders to relax. Relax your whole body. Your feet can be either turned inwards or turned outwards. Now, allow your whole body to relax from head to toes. Almost visualize that you're on the warm sands of a beach, feeling the soothing waves of the ocean in front of you. So allowing your breath to unfold just like the ocean waves, feeling and noticing how the inhalation enters your nostrils, and you feel the natural expanding belly. And as you exhale, feeling the belly gently contract, just like the rising and falling wave in the ocean. And just tuning into that beautiful rhythm of the breath that's happening right now. Let it be conscious. Make your breathing conscious. Be aware of it. The in-breath, you're being breathed beautifully as the breath expands the belly gently. The in-breath. And the out-breath gently contracts the belly. Notice the smoothness that happens. The breath moves like a smoothly turning wheel, where the inhalation flows into the exhalation, and the exhalation flows into the inhalation. You will also start to feel the breath more in your rib cage at the back, because the diaphragm has its attachments all the way back. And you may also notice the natural rising and falling lower back. So there is the beautiful motion of the belly in front, the rib cage on the sides, and the lower back at the back. And now continue this way for the next 10 minutes, keeping a conscious, alert mind and paying attention to each breath. This will help you immensely on a daily basis to calm your mind. If you have anxiety, if you have sleeplessness, it will help you to sleep better. It'll help you as a wonderful prelude to meditation. If you're choosing to meditate, I urge you to do 10 minutes of this breathing every day. And now from here, we move into the second technique. And so in that, we're going to lie in the supine position on your back. So I'd like you to press your palms on either sides of your ribcage. Let's say you've done the crocodile breathing for 10 minutes. The breathing that was just done was the crocodile breathing. Now press your palms and reach back into extended child's pose. And continue to feel that beautiful motion of the diaphragm in your front and in the back and on the sides. And so keeping that awareness constant on the breaths in the diaphragm. Now slowly come up, cross at your ankles, and lie back into Shavasana, the corpse pose. So you lie back, and as you lie back, remember to turn out your thigh bones because that gives a lovely lift of the lower belly. Turn out your arm bones so that you feel the shoulder blades integrate into the back and the chest open nice and wide. Now place your palms on your belly and just feel that lovely motion that you were feeling when you were lying on your belly. The same expanding belly and contracting belly. Noticing the movement of the diaphragm and feeling a sense of calm that comes over you. So feeling the natural rise and the natural fall. When you inhale, the diaphragm pushes down and you feel the natural belly drawing forward. When you exhale, the diaphragm pushes up, the belly naturally pulls back in. And now I'm going to have you take the sandbag. So in this breathing technique, it helps to have a sandbag. That's about 2.5 kilos up to 5 pounds, because it really helps you to get that beautiful feedback of the breathing diaphragmatically. So place the sandbag just below your ribcage and using your breaths to feel the movement of the sandbag. So you're not using any muscular effort to lift the sandbag. You're allowing your breathing to naturally lift the sandbag. And what you'll notice is your breaths is not only diaphragmatic here, but it also naturally reduces. You notice you're not breathing so much volume of air. And this is one of the other important criteria of breathing, that we learn how to not only breathe slowly, but we also learn how to breathe quietly and less. So making your breath quieter, the sandbag is very useful for helping you to breathe lesser. The volume is slightly reduced. So once again, maintaining a conscious, alert mind and just enjoying that beautiful rhythm, the lovely, smooth rhythm of the movement of the sandbag with each breath. Enjoying that lovely motion of your diaphragm. The diaphragm is like the heart in yoga, considered almost like the second heart, because it acts as a lymphatic pump. Just like the heart acts as a circulatory pump, the diaphragm acts as a lymphatic pump. Almost 60% of your lymph nodes are located under your diaphragm. So when you take your time to breathe like this, you're also helping your lymphatic system. I cannot tell you enough of the benefits of diaphragmatic breathing. So now that if you've done this with a sandbag for about 5 to 10 minutes, you can remove the sandbag now and continue to feel that lovely motion. And enjoy that lovely sense of peace and calm. This is great if you have high blood pressure. This is great if you have a busy life and you seldom have time to relax. So take your time to use these methods and enjoy them. Today we're just working with 3 methods. And that is, so I'm going to invite my friends now to roll over to the side. This is important, particularly if you have high blood pressure. Roll over to the side, support yourself with your palm and elbow, come up to seated position. Now place the bolster just at your lower back, as you will see them do. And you're going to join the soles of your feet together. So you have a bolster under your lower back. You have a blanket, a nice folded blanket under your head to support your neck. And then you're going to recline back with the soles of your feet together. Physically, if you can, turn out your thigh bones so that you really feel your glutes wrap into each other at the back and the groins open in front. So this becomes a beautiful hip opening exercise. And the more open your hips are, by the way, the better it is for your breathing. So your breathing is also benefited immensely if your hips are nice and open. So this is that. Also scoop your arms now and draw the shoulder blades down, integrating the shoulder blades into the back, externally rotating the upper inner arms. And now I'm going to invite you to do one more thing, and you're going to lift the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, half an inch behind your teeth, because that's going to help you immensely to slow down the breath. Remember, all of yoga is about slowing down the breath. So lifting the tongue and placing it half an inch behind the teeth, or rolling it all the way to the back into what we call the Khetri Mudra, will help you to really significantly slow down the breath. This technique, placing the bolster, will help you to really feel the breath around the diaphragm area. So feeling the thorax gently expand and contract. So you're not only feeling that beautiful sideways motion of your rib cage or your thorax, but you can also actually, using this posture, direct your inhalation down into your pelvic floor muscles or into your lower belly. As you inhale, direct that inhalation all the way down. Feel as if your in-breath is touching your pelvic floor. Remember, you have another diaphragm there. That is a diaphragm. And when you exhale, feel a subtle tone of that pelvic floor and the breath moving up towards the heart and out through the nose. So as you inhale, the breath moves all the way down. Your pelvic floor, your pelvic diaphragm gently expands, relaxes, in other words. Just before you exhale, feel a subtle tone or a subtle lift, and the breath moves up from there and out through the nose. Now you can inhale and slow down the inhalation, consciously inhaling 2, 3, 4, all the way down. The pelvic diaphragm gently relaxes. You pause. Then just before you exhale, a subtle lift of the pelvic diaphragm and feel the breath moving up, all the way up and out to the count of 4 and out through the nose. Continue a couple more. Inhaling at your own pace, at your own rhythm, slowing down the breath and directing it all the way down. And just pausing to the count of 2 or 4, whatever is comfortable for you. And then just before you exhale, naturally lifting the pelvic floor and feeling the breath moving up and out. And then pausing again, noticing the natural pause. And your next in-breath should be smooth. Make sure there's no jerks when you take your next in-breath. No jerks when you exhale. So smoothening out the breath, just like we did when we were on our belly and on our back. The breath has to be smooth, effortless, slow, long, deep, quiet. Enjoy that for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And that can become a meditation if you're conscious, if you're aware. And then Just as you're about to come out of it, restore yourself back to your natural breath and notice if your natural breath has changed as a result of all these three practices. I wish you all the joy and aliveness and energy that comes when we restore ourselves back to our natural breathing, which is diaphragmatic. Thank you.